Long ago, before Israel had kings, when the people were led by judges and priests, there lived a woman whose story has touched hearts for generations. Her name was Hannah. Hannah was not remembered for riches or status, but for her faith and her prayers. Today, we walk through her journey, a journey of tears, of hope, and of God's faithfulness. Hannah was married to a man named Elkanah. He loved her deeply. But Hannah carried a heavy burden. She had no children. In those days, barrenness was a deep sorrow, often seen as shame. And to make matters worse, Elkanah had another wife, Peninnah. Peninnah had many children, and she mocked Hannah, reminding her of what she lacked. Year after year, Hannah endured ridicule. She longed to hold a child of her own. Her heart was broken, her soul grieved. Even though her husband gave her double portions at the feasts, trying to comfort her, nothing could fill the ache inside. Every year, Elkanah took his family to Shiloh, where the tabernacle of the Lord was. There they worshipped and sacrificed. One year, Hannah could bear her sorrow no longer. After the meal, she slipped quietly into the tabernacle. Her tears flowed. Her lips trembled. There, before the presence of God, Hannah prayed from the depths of her soul. She wept bitterly and made a vow.
Lord Almighty, if you will only look at your servant's misery and remember me. If you will give me a son, then I will give him back to you all the days of his life. He will belong to you forever.
Her lips moved, but no sound came out. Eli, the high priest, watched her and thought she was drunk. But Hannah explained,
I am not drunk, my Lord. I am a deeply troubled woman. I was pouring out my soul to the Lord.
Eli then said to her,
Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him.
Hannah left that place changed. Her face was no longer downcast. She had no child yet, but she carried something new in her heart, hope. In time, God remembered Hannah. She conceived and gave birth to a son. With overwhelming joy, she named him Samuel, saying, Because I asked the Lord for him. Samuel was the answer to years of weeping and prayer. But Hannah remembered her vow. When Samuel was weaned, Hannah took him to Shiloh. Imagine the moment. Holding the child she had longed for, prayed for, wept for, and now giving him back to the Lord. Standing before Eli the priest, she said,
I prayed for this child, and the Lord granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord for his whole life. He will be given over to the Lord.
And there Samuel remained, serving in God's presence. What a sacrifice, but what faith! Though she gave up her son, Hannah was not filled with sadness, but with joy. Her heart overflowed in a prayer of praise.
My heart rejoices in the Lord. My strength is exalted in my God. There is no one holy like the Lord. There is no rock like our God.
Her song proclaimed that God humbles the proud, but lifts the lowly. He brings down the strong, but raises up the weak. He is the giver of life, and the one who holds all power. Hannah's voice rang with faith. a testimony to the greatness of God. Hannah's story did not end there. God blessed her with more children, 3 sons and 2 daughters. But Samuel remained unique. He grew up to be one of Israel's greatest prophets. He heard the voice of God clearly. He anointed the nation's first kings, Saul and David. And through Samuel's ministry, the course of Israel's history was forever changed. All of this because one woman prayed and trusted. Hannah's story speaks to every heart that has ever known sorrow, waiting, or unanswered prayers. God hears even the silent cries of the brokenhearted. Persistent prayer opens the door for God's power. True blessing comes when we surrender everything to Him. And His timing is always perfect. So when you feel forgotten, when you wait and wonder if God hears, remember Hannah. Remember her tears, her prayer, her vow, and her song. The same God who remembered Hannah remembers you. Trust Him, for He never forgets.